So I noticed there was a lack of reviews and demos of the very inexpensive Monoprice Distortion pedal from Monoprice.com. It's 611600. 611600 Distortion. It's been years since I've had a distortion pedal. I have a Mojo Overdrive now that I use a lot, and this thing actually stacks very well before it. Not going to review that here, but just wanted to let you hear it. So I'm going to start with my clean. That's on the treble pickup. That's on the middle selector. And that's on the rhythm pickup or the neck pickup. Now, this is I think a 2006 Sheraton 2. Really like this guitar. It sounds pretty good to me. And I'm running through a Orange Crush 20 RT. So, I mean, and everything, what's cool is that when I added the compressor, which I'm not, I have everything off except for that, I was able to flatten everything out and just have my EQ straight up, which is pretty much what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and there's going to be, I have the tone tweaked a little bit up, probably put up a graphic or something, and then I have the gain really low, and then I have the level set just a little bit above unity. And I'm going to try to play the same licks. Not licks, just little riff, and it's in the normal mode, which I think is really transparent. It doesn't have a lot of EQ in it. It does respond to the knob, but it doesn't do a lot to the additional EQ. So I'm going to go ahead and just play that little. Really nice grind. That was on the treble pickup. This is on the middle. And then this is the neck. I like playing that for demoing a pedal and figuring out EQs and stuff, because you get the low A, you get the octave, and you're actually playing a little bit of a complex chord there so that you can hear how things clash. So I'm going to go ahead and switch that to the crunch mode, which I think adds a little bit of a mid shift to it. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it also tends to drop the volume down. So I'm not going to turn the volume down. That's the bridge, the neck, I'm sorry, the neck. That's the bridge, and this is the middle. See, I think it just puts a little mid boost in, kind of richens it up a bit, but it drops the volume and it kind of compresses the sound a little bit. So if you're going to stack this with something else, I would leave that off, especially if you're going to leave it low gain. Next, I'm going to go to the normal mode, and I'm going to go to medium gain, leave everything else the same. Normal mode, bridge pickup, medium gain. And then the middle. The neck. And it's got a really nice sound to it, I think, around that point. There's your obligatory blues thing. It's got a nice sound in the neck. And in the bridge. And in the middle, too. And now I'm going to go up to the high gain, just to show that to you. It adds a little bit of noise. Well, no, I haven't did the crunch yet, but I'll show you the crunch. Starts to compress a little bit, I think. It takes it rolls the highs off. Yeah, I don't care for that. I like it in the low gain, but I don't like it in the medium gain. It doesn't have it doesn't have the clarity and the definition. You would want to play like power chords and stuff or octaves with it. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. It's just not my thing. I mean, I think with the right guitar, I think with a Strat or with a single coil, I think that might actually sound quite a lot better. But with humbuckers, it's a little bit muddy. Okay, now the high gain. This is the high gain, and we're going to start with the neck pickup. You can hear it add some noise at this point. It's very quiet compared to a lot of the other distortion pedals I've used in the past, which weren't very many. I mean, I compare it to an old Rat that I had and a few other ones that I had, some really cheap ones and some other things that maybe not cheap now, I don't know. Definitely a lot quieter than having an amp way up high as far as like an old tube amp. It's got a little bit of a hum there. And it could be that I don't have my electricity grounded very well. But here's the bridge pickup. Middle. And neck. Okay, and I'm going to go to the crunch. Starting to like it a little bit more in the crunch mode at the high gain. It's just at that middle point. It just feels really soggy and saggy. It still feels kind of... feels kind of fuzzy up here. I mean, if that's what you want and that's what you're going for, that's fine. But it's just... I mean, it's all right. It's just not my thing. I like the classic mode for the most part because, well, partially because when you turn on the compressor and you turn on another drive, that classic mode really smooths out, and it acts like, it just sounds nice. It acts a lot like amp distortion, and I'm not going to do that typical stuff because you know if you roll the volume off or you play lighter, it's going to react to it. I'm not going to play that, but I just wanted you to hear those little simple riffs and hear it was something that actually sounded kind of better than what they do. I think their video shows a guy playing the distortion direct into a direct box without any kind of cab sim or anything, and it sounds really wheedly, not good. But you can hear it. I mean, it's got a really usable sound, and for the price they put it at, even after it's not on sale, I mean, to me it sounds a lot better than the average. Well, to me it sounds a lot better than most of them because it doesn't add anything. And it doesn't take away the bass too much, which I like. Okay, well, I'm gonna sign off for now. I hope this was helpful.